describe the nature of your job?
Disclaimer, this job has, it's been 10 years, almost 10 years since I last worked for a call center. That's, I worked for 2 years in the company. I worked for I-Core 1 then. Our account is mostly for collections. The account is working specifically on skip accounts. It is auto financing company. So we are working for the bank that's financing the auto loans for the clients or the customers. And then for those customers who are no longer able to pay their account for about 2 months, then we are going to try to find some contact information for them. Because sometimes the numbers and emails that they provided us are no longer working. So we have to find some kind of contact information about these customers.
So one question, how long have you been employed?
I worked there for almost 2 years, short of 2 months.
And at work, with whom do you communicate most often?
Most often with your team members or teammates and your immediate supervisor, and then customers.
For which communication pathway do you usually use to communicate with your supervisors, coworkers, customers, or clients?
Telephone and email.
Were there instances that you had difficulty understanding your customer, your supervisor?
With the customers, since as I mentioned earlier, these are skip accounts or skip customers. These are clients who no longer wants to pay or who are not anymore able to pay their loan. So our difficulty mostly is relaying to the customer what possible solution we can do regarding their account. So that's mostly the problem. But with communication towards my immediate supervisor and my coworkers, there is not much, except probably for situations when your immediate supervisors are Indian, because they are very good in speaking in English, but they still have their own twang or accent. That is why sometimes they talk too fast in their own pace and in their own tone. It's difficult to understand them.
How did you resolve it?
About the problem, well, when it comes to Indian, you just have to be more patient to them or towards them because they are really difficult to talk to sometimes. But there was one instance when I had one call that lasted for about 4 or 5 hours. And then it so happened that during that night we had a client visit. So our client is from the US, and then they were on site that particular night. And I had this very difficult call when onset of the call the customer is already yelling and already he's already yelling, he's very upset. And my client or the client took the call for me. So for 4 hours, I've been on the phone for about an hour, and then the client and the customer had to converse for another 3 hours. So that's actually an advantage for me because for the entire work period, I did not do anything. I was just sitting by the side of the client in case they need some access. But yeah, our client, or actually our boss, did the job for me.
Last question is, what pieces of advice can you give to a student like us who aspire to be a contact service provider like you?
I think the first one is read. One thing I noticed with students nowadays, being also a teacher, kids are more interested in social media. I'm not sure if have you read book cover to cover lately. Yeah, so that's the problem. We cannot get information if we're not going to read. There might be places we cannot visit in our lifetime. There might be things we cannot experience in our lifetime. But if you read, then that's the only way that you can try to at least have a glimpse of that experience. Why am I advising you to read? Because when you are in contact center or when you are in call center, you have to be able to express yourself. And the only way that you can express yourself is if you have that bank of vocabulary in you. But if you don't have that, then also you cannot express yourself. So if you want to be good in that field, which I think for us, especially in our area, it is going to be very productive because we're very near Clark. And that's one job that's, well, easier for us to go to. And honestly, you will earn a good amount of money if you work hard in this field. So I advise that if you would like to, if you're really interested to, start building up your vocabulary and then start building up your patience. And also, you have to never forget to consider the health issues when it comes to call center because of the schedule. So also develop some kind of exercise habits that I did not do. But I wish if you would like to pursue that career, I wish that you will do to yourself because it's difficult when physically you can no longer function yourself because of the risks of this kind of field. Yeah, that's all. But it's good. I think you should try.
Thank you. Thank you po.
Okay.